What does happily ever after look like after the Golden Bachelor? For Gerry Turner and his fiancée Lana Sutton, it looks like blended holidays, a baby grandson at the center of it all, and a couple of big trips circled on their bucket list. Gerry and Lana got engaged in October, just 7 months after she slid into his Facebook DMs. No rose ceremony, no limo, just a modern love story that started online and turned into something very real, very fast. Now they're stepping into their first holiday season together, and Gerry is opening up about how they're figuring it all out. He admits their plans are subject to change, but the goal is simple: try to make everybody happy. If you've ever dealt with multiple households, grown kids, and grandkids, you know that's easier said than done. For Gerry's side, there's a long-standing tradition. His family usually spends Thanksgiving with his daughter Jenny, who lives west of Chicago. Christmas is typically with his other daughter, Angie. Those rhythms are already in place, and instead of tossing them aside, Gerry and Lana are working around them. On Lana's side, her family leans heavily into Christmas Eve and even celebrations the weekend before. That means a lot of moving pieces, and as Gerry puts it, kids everywhere now, and it'll only get more complicated as time goes by. But there's one little person who's definitely going to be at the center of things this year. Lana has a grandson who's just over a year old, and Gerry says they'll be prioritizing him this season. Justifiably so. That's the way it should be, he adds. For two people who found love later in life, making memories with the next generation is a big part of the joy. And it's not just holiday logistics they're planning. Gerry and Lana already have their eyes on two big travel dreams. First up is Switzerland, where Lana has hereditary ties and a deep connection to the culture and history. The second is a bucket list Alaska cruise, the kind of slow, scenic trip that fits perfectly with this chapter of their lives. Gerry calls those two high priorities, and they clearly represent more than just vacations. They're experiences they want to share as a couple. Of course, all of this comes after a very public relationship and split. Gerry previously married Teresa Nist, whom he met on season 1 of The Golden Bachelor. Their wedding in 2024 was a huge TV event, but their marriage lasted just 3 months before they announced their separation. Nearly a year later, on a drive to South Carolina with Lana, Gerry decided to try again at Forever. He proposed during an overnight stop in Asheville, North Carolina, and the way he did it is pure Gerry, sweet and a little playful. He set up a magic trick with 2 plastic solo cups and folded sticky notes. Each note predicted answers to questions, like he knew them by magic. The final sticky note had just one message: "Will you marry me?" Lana blushed, surprised and emotional, and said yes. From DMs to devotion, from TV to real life, Gerry and Lana are proving that love stories don't end when the cameras stop. They just get a lot more real.